So I'm getting in the holiday spirit.
I know.
Looking good. We're in
Merry freaking Christmas, everybody.
cozy sweaters. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Cheers, sir.
Let's do this. Sponsored by Blue Moon. Not really. Oh. Maybe I don't like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
I mean,
it
it's
wasn't
fine.
the orange that people added to it. Maybe it's just the beer itself.
Interesting. I mean, it's fine.
It's
Am
not.
I having 3 of these?
No.
I'm not having
at
3
all.
of these.
And like the holidays
not having
make me
another
like
one.
drink things that I don't drink at any other time in the year. There's like only like weird flavored drinks. So you're like, I'll take a sweet whatever, blah blah blah.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know?
I'll do one of these.
Oh yeah, one.
I'll do, but if this is on the nickel beer night, like I'm still not getting it.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
it could be a nickel. I'm still not getting
I
it.
feel like Blue Moon is always on like the $2
Yeah.
like $2
The
pitchers.
happy hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, not gonna happen.
And it's because people can only get through one, and
Yeah.
then they're like, "Yeah, I don't want another one.
Going back
I'm
to my
good.
normal stuff.
I'm good."
But we got a light episode today. We're being jolly though.
Yeah, that's why we're having fun. We don't
We're-
have much to talk about.
We don't have a lot.
The stuff that we are talking about, I don't have much to say. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be perfectly
Interesting.
honest.
Okay.
I
got
think
something.
what I'm gonna say has weight, but I don't have a lot to say. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna talk about 2 things today. We're gonna talk about
Got 2 main things.
two current
main
event
things, yeah.
things that's going on.
And then some holly jolly stuff.
We got Hawkeye, and then we got Matrix Resurrections. Now, listen, I want to talk about Matrix Resurrections first, actually,
Okay.
because I want to just kind of get through it.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
the non-Christmas thing that we're talking about.
Yeah, why are you
'cause-
releasing this
Yeah.
a couple days before Christmas? No one's
Well, I
watching
think
this.
I think the date moved like a few times. I
Oh.
don't think it was like initially
It was like
intended.
a July thing, and then this
Yeah,
is just where
exactly.
it ended up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it's
like
not
a
a-
May.
it's not a
Like this
Christmas
is like
movie.
a solid May release. I
Yeah.
think before the summer. Like this should have
This is a summer movie.
started the summer off. and
Yeah.
I don't think it.
Not
but
start off Christmas.
no,
No.
God no. And but Hawkeye has a little bit. There's some Christmas in it.
Hawkeye is
It's a Christmas show.
yeah
They say the word Christmas
all the time.
all the time in every episode.
yeah.
So
Which they filmed it during Christmas last year,
perfect.
so that's just how it worked out. But yeah, Matrix.
So let's just talk Matrix real quick. We can get through it, and then we'll get to our Christmas.
get it out of the way.
festivities.
Okay.
I want to know what you think because you sent me a message, super cryptic. No idea if you were on the positive or the negative, and I would just want to know what you thought about the movie.
Just about that message, or just the movie overall?
Oh, okay. Tell me about the message.
Well, no, I'll get to the message.
Okay.
So,
Which
so
one?
This is,
No.
This is how I felt about
Okay.
this movie. So strong start.
Oh yeah.
Like from the,
yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, we're going right into this.
Yeah.
No build up, no nothing.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's go. And
Like
then
dang. Yeah. Just
fell hard.
like the bodies
Fell
jumping
to
out
the
of
bottom.
windows.
Fell to the bottom hard. Hit the street.
Yeah.
Exploded. And
Bot bombs, I think they're called.
you don't need to explain to me why the joke is funny.
Oh yeah.
You know, I know why it's funny.
Yeah.
You don't need to explain to me why Christmas is a great time. I know why it is. You don't need to explain the obvious to me because I know why something is the way that it
Do you
is.
feel like that's all this movie was
That's
doing?
the whole movie
Just
was
explaining.
explaining to me why something was once good.
Oh yeah.
So I felt like this movie was the guy that was a football star in high school and you're not anymore, but you got to tell everybody, well, back in
Yeah,
the day,
I mean, yeah,
I
you
was
shoulda-
I was a 3-time state champ.
Should have seen me, my
Man, I
prime.
was throwing 4 touchdowns, 300 plus yards a game, 1 interception. Like
Yeah.
that was so, I remember that, dude. That was crazy, dude. I was at all those games. That was awesome for you. Guess what? You're not that guy anymore.
But you're also like
So
that.
why are you still talking about it?
You're also that guy that brings it up during Super Bowl. And
yeah,
you're, and
like,
you're
"Oh,
like,
man, if it was me out
Yeah,
there, man,
you
I
know.
would have done it.
and you're like, that was a crappy calling. If I was out there, I would have done. You're like,
And
no,
I don't like that. I
Yeah.
don't like that because
Yeah.
you were great,
Mhm.
and we'll always remember
Yeah.
it. Forever remember it.
Yeah.
And you don't need to bring it up to me because I already know it. The world already knows it.
Yeah.
And the world knew that this trilogy, again, the trilogy itself wasn't great,
Right.
but the story, Keanu Reeves,
Mhm.
all of that was great. The time it
Yeah.
happened in the early 2000s, 90s.
Well, and a lot of
situation.
people considered The Matrix to sort of like transcend the movies themselves, right? Like it was a philosophical thing.
It was deep.
Yeah, and so yes, there were action movies, but like just the thought of The Matrix was like, whoa, it was mind bending. People really, really got deep into it.
The action in it, all of them,
Yeah.
was fun. I still love the highway scene in the third one.
I think it's the
second one. Like, I still love that scene.
I don't know.
Carrie-Anne Moss and Jessica Jones was like absolutely like a terrified. Like, I was terrified of her. Like,
She's
if I
awesome.
ran into her in the street, Jerry Hogarth was like the only person I'm like would absolutely terrified to go up to her. Keanu Reeves, phenomenal. We share a birthday. We're birthday bros.
Oh,
we
I didn't know that.
We talk about it at
Hey,
poker when we do
hey.
our
Oh,
poker
okay,
nights on
cool, yeah.
Thursdays. Both of them were great.
Yeah.
But here's where my text message was.
Oh,
This is
okay.
what I was thinking.
All right.
And this is
When you were like, whoa, or
yo, Neil Patrick Harris is awesome, bro. He was so good. He was so good.
Yeah, he was one of my favorite parts at the end when he's like,
Oh, they're like kicking the shit out of him.
well, no, that's the end, but in the very beginning, or at the beginning of the end, when he's like, "Oi, what a mess," and he like gets up and like just chit chats and stuff. But I'm like, even when he like confronts Neo in the bike shop, and first revealing like, I will kill Trinity.
That whole scene. Yeah, when he got the apple and he just like putting his like, yo, it was so good. I was like, that's like the highlight of the movie for me was like any scene that he was in. I just truly loved it because he wasn't like silly about it.
Yes,
Like Neil Patrick Harris is a silly guy.
So
He's fun.
silly,
He's
yeah.
an Albuquerque kid. He's from around these parts.
So actually, real quick before you finished, because speaking of him being silly, I'm also in the middle of watching 8-Bit Christmas.
Oh, I finished 8-Bit Christmas.
Oh, did you?
I did. I watched it a couple
He's
weeks ago.
so Neil Patrick Harris in that movie.
From the
Like,
beginning,
yeah,
from the jump.
from the very beginning.
And that's
he
what you
slips on
expect
ice.
because he's good at it.
Yeah,
He's
that's
very,
right.
very good
So
at
then
it.
you don't expect him to be a villain like this.
A compelling one I felt.
Right.
I did just my thoughts. I'm like, whoa, this guy's scary.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like,
this
he
is
made
a
this world for the
yeah.
for the sheeple. Yeah.
This is a scary, scary dude. And then that was it. And then the movie ended. I was like, whew.
I think
get to go home now.
I completely agree with you. I think that Carrie-Anne Moss and Neil Patrick Harris and of course what's his name, Neo, Keanu Reeves are the three best things about this movie.
Yeah.
For sure. And it's not even because I probably like to watch them in anything.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're just amazing at what they do. And after that, I'm sort of like you. Like the movie falls flat for me. It falls really flat. And I think it was cool.
It was long. It was so
It
long.
didn't need to be 2.5.
It was like right at 2. It was like 2:29.
Yeah, it was like, come on.
Did you watch the cutscene?
I did. So stupid. And that was the thing is I was, I'm watching the movie and, because of my life circumstances, I don't usually get to watch movies in one go.
Yeah.
So I'm halfway through the movie and Kat's sort of like, oh yeah, what are you thinking so far? And I'm like, this movie is dumb.
But and then they're like, well, the studio's making us do it. Like the studio's forcing us to create a game, and they'll do it with or without us.
Yeah, but weren't you like?
And they like actually.
They even say
said
Warner.
the company.
They even say Warner Brothers in the movie.
Did nobody?
I'm like, come on.
It was just.
Was that a middle finger from Lana Wachowski?
Probably.
Like,
I mean.
But would the studio approve
they
that
didn't
middle
even bring-
finger?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, so what? You still have to make it.
And it's funny because
still gotta make
Warner
it.
Brothers, I believe, is gonna go through such a facelift coming up here pretty soon. They're just like saying whatever. And they're like, it's not gonna like we're resetting the multiverse here very soon.
Yeah,
it's like do whatever you want.
We're gonna just like they're gonna change their logo. They're gonna change their
like they're changing everything.
All of it's changing.
But I'm like, I don't want it. I don't just leave it at 4. You got 4 of them. I don't know that I need to.
I'm actually really mad that they made this movie because I feel like they tainted it.
Going.
You know what they could have done, and I know this sounds really this is not gonna sound good at all, but they probably would have been better off like Force Awakening this movie, where like you have a whole new cast, you sort of have like a new the one situation, and then you don't bring Neo in until the very end. There's like this reveal of like, oh well, we need to find Neo to, Neo's dead. No, he's alive, and then we sort of get this like, and then I think it would have compelled you to come back, but they really do. They give you Neo. And they give you Trinity they give you Neo right off the bat.
Yeah, Trinity took a while.
Trinity takes like, I think she's like halfway through.
Yeah.
And she's Tiffany at first, of course, but.
Tiffany. And then she's like, I don't even like the name. I was like, none of us liked the name.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted that.
No one wanted you to be Tiffany. And I'm trying to think of like why I don't like this movie. I thought it was really dumb.
There was just no point in it.
Yeah.
I always liked in all the Matrix movies though, some of the sound editing that they do, like when they hit, like it sounds cool. Again, because it's not a real world, so it's like not a different thing. But like when they're fighting, like it sounds really cool. But again, that to me is not nearly enough for me to be like, oh, the movie was good. The movie's 2.5 hours.
I know.
Even I was like, and I never split movies up. I have to just sit there and do it.
Yeah, and even you were
knock the rest of this out in the morning. Like I'm not.
You were like, not really digging it. I'm
starting to get tired. Like I didn't need it.
We got like the power, the force push, as I'm calling it. This force push, and. We get it when he's fighting Morpheus, and then they just like use the hell out of that thing the whole time.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I got this new thing.
I got this new thing that I can do. I'm going to use it."
It's not a knock on Keanu. It's not a knock on Neo. It's just
not at all.
They wrote a script. He took it. He followed his orders and did it. And they just don't need to do this again. Like I heard a lot of people saying, "Well, like now, where can we go from here?
Nowhere.
What's the plan?
Nowhere. I don't want it.
Don't do anything else. Just stop."
Well, and again, if you made another movie and you called it Matrix whatever
Revived.
Wow.
I don't know.
Dang.
I mean,
and that shocked me that you pulled that out of nowhere, and don't have any of the original cast at all. Then maybe I would be compelled to see a different story within the Matrix. But I don't want the same story within the Matrix.
Yeah, trying to retell. And that's
like
all this movie was like, reliving the glory days.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. They showed clips the whole movie of the old movies.
I know. I mean, you can't really get more like back in my day than that, right?
This is how we did
it.
Yeah.
Literally showing clips of the other movie.
Yeah.
But I did like the Neo Trinity like having to be together story. And there's something there where you could have, again, had this movie that just had them two. Again, not all the extra stuff, just like they lived in the Matrix again and then they were somehow pulled to each other. Like, you could have done something like that where it just focused on them, but, like, all of this fluff, I think, was just unnecessary.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, it was nonsense. It
was fun. There's some action and some stuff.
There's some action. I don't think there's anything.
A lot.
The Matrix was groundbreaking. Like, I don't think that people understand that the Matrix in 1999 was groundbreaking.
Like, changed the world.
And people did things differently.
Changed the world.
And
the world of film.
I was hoping for a number 4 where we again were going to see things we had never seen before. And once again, we were going to...
Can't blame it on COVID.
No, I don't
think any of these issues have to do with
the script was not
COVID.
good.
Yeah.
The script is not good. And again, I right off the bat, you get the feeling that Lana Wachowski did not actually want to do this movie. Right? And I'm like, I don't know that it was a movie that should have been made at that point.
Yeah, and I think she like did the best she could, but was also like, all right.
Like, yeah, I get it.
If you're forcing me to do this and you're going to do it with or without me, like, all right.
Then I'll be a part of it, and this is what I got, and let's move forward with this.
Yeah.
You know?
It's fine. I'm not going to watch it again. I don't need to buy it on
Yeah,
Blu-ray. I don't need to.
That's all I kept thinking about when I was watching it, too, is I kept thinking, wow, I'll never see this movie ever again.
Yeah.
Like, I'll never pick it up. Even if I go back and watch the first three,
like
I'll never I'll never watch the fourth one as a part of that.
No, definitely not.
It's not a good movie.
No, I'm not going to give it a rating.
It's not a good one.
I
don't recommend it.
High scores, though, on the internets of things.
But because I think people get stuck in the philosophy of it.
And if you enjoyed it, that's super cool.
Hey,
like if you
awesome.
Whatever enjoyment you were able to find, that's
more
fine.
power to you.
You don't need to explain it to me as to why you enjoyed it. I'm just glad you did.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah,
good for you.
But I'm
maybe there's a generation that really enjoys this film.
I'm gonna go ahead and ship this off on not on the negative of this year.
Oh, okay.
Not on the high negative. Just
yeah.
It's on the negative.
Yeah. Like one of the movies I don't recommend. Like it takes a lot. I just don't think most people would enjoy this movie. It does shock me that there's a fresh rating.
Yeah, and again, if you found entertainment in it, and if that's all you were looking for, if you weren't like a big Matrix fan from before, but you're like, if you're like, I saw it in 1999 and I haven't seen it since, or I didn't see 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is really cool. Like that's awesome.
But I don't know how you could be a Matrix fan and like this movie. I want to know that person. I want that person to tell me why they like this movie. I want to know what Matrix fan from 1999 enjoyed this movie, though.
Like somebody saw it in 1999 and then they saw it again this year. It's like, I forgot about that. That was the big thing back then. They did another one. And probably didn't even know it was like a fourth.
Yeah.
They might have thought it was like a remake or something. And they're like,
okay, all right, well.
To 2021. That's cool. All right. Out.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know who this movie is for.
Oh, well. But something that was far better than The Matrix Resurrection, I felt.
Okay. Hawkeye,
the whole series.
Interesting. It's definitely, well, not interesting. It's definitely better than Matrix Resurrections, but I do feel like you enjoyed Hawkeye a lot.
I really enjoyed Hawkeye.
Interesting.
A lot.
That's what's interesting.
A lot.
Tell me more.
Hawkeye for me, which is strange, but I loved the holiday aspect of it.
Yeah.
And there's no the holiday, the fact that it's shot during Christmas, the 5-6 days before Christmas.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with the story. That means nothing.
Yeah,
to the picture. It doesn't make this can only happen during the holiday season. It doesn't anything like that.
No, the only thing that it did was put Hawkeye on a timeline, right? He had to be home for Christmas.
Correct. Yeah.
And that's established in the first episode. So you have stakes involved.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's about I think it's 6 days.
I think so.
Because I think it's 6 episodes. They did every.
Yeah, I think it is.
A day.
Yeah.
So I really like that. I'm like, a holiday superhero thing. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner, great.
Phenomenal.
But pack it up, guy. I mean, and it's not a knock on him. He's just he can't. He's been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
But same with all the other Marvel guys. You guys have been doing this 12 years.
Yeah, probably.
Guess what? As they very clearly lay out,
he's
not a young guy anymore. He's old.
Yep. He's
got pains and aches and stuff that old people get.
And that's a
so to
prominent
me,
point.
It's harder for me to have that believable feeling that this guy is an all-time superhero. He wasn't all-time great.
Yeah.
You can't do that forever.
Yeah.
So to me, I kind of hope, which if it's true, I felt very good. It's a good farewell.
Oh yeah,
you did good.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what this is.
But he's like, dude, I want to go be with my family. I want to go be with my kids.
That's exactly.
I don't want
to
be out running around here doing this anymore.
Yep.
And I liked that. I kind of liked that they laid it out where he's like, I'm not that guy anymore. I'm tired. I want to go home. Haley Steinfeld, I wish she was a DC character world. I really do. I really do. But hey, maybe her career would have been cut short.
Maybe.
She's in the DC world.
Maybe.
Is she going to continue? I don't know. Is Kate Bishop going? Going on?
Yeah.
Where's she going? What's next?
I think they're all going to be part of the next Avengers.
Still trying to do the Young Avengers?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what this thing. They're setting up the Young Avengers.
Something I have like no interest in because the Young Avengers I didn't feel were like cool kids.
Yeah,
I didn't think.
But if it has established characters from shows that we love, I do think we'll tune in.
Yeah, of course.
And
again,
I think they're going to rope us in.
do the comparison. Like I'll pick Teen Titans every day.
Yeah,
because Teen Titans were like crazy sick, badass kids.
Yeah.
Like these were badass kids.
Yeah,
and
they're awesome.
The Young Avengers, which I don't know all of them, but the few that I do know, I'm like they're not badasses.
Yeah,
they're like dumb kids.
Oh yeah,
like Kate Bishop's like. She's not dumb. I don't like.
No,
that's not what I'm saying.
They're immature.
But she's like, I'm gonna go out and be a hero.
Yeah.
And like doesn't understand what it takes, which is what I was telling you the other day.
Right.
I was like, okay, so they're playing her off as this kind of like goofy, silly kid.
Yeah, I mean, she's an immature young
kid.
An
immature kid.
Well, and she's 22.
Yeah, she's 22. She's like a rich kid. Like she has all these things, which you could compare to like 1,000 other superheroes.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Whatever. But I was hoping that I would get a moment where she would be broken down.
Yeah.
And be like, yo, this isn't a joke. This is serious.
Yeah.
And if I want to be serious about this, I have to change my attitude. And everything that I do from this point forward to be taken seriously, to know that this is potentially a life-altering career path that I'm going to take.
Yeah.
And she didn't have it. She got out of it. She got out of it in the most rich kid way you could possibly get out of it.
But you wanted her to have like her like Batman getting his back broken.
Correct. The moment I thought about actually was in the first Spider-Man Homecoming was when the building fell on top of him.
Yeah.
And he had everything underneath him.
And he had to like.
And he's like, dude, he's like, I can't do this. Like
like
I failed. I can't. Like there's no way I'm getting out of this alive.
Yeah. But
and then he was able to figure out that yes, I can.
Yeah.
But like that, I felt for me in that trilogy was Spider-Man's like backbreaking moment.
Right.
Again, until later on. But I don't feel like she got that. I don't think she was humbled enough to be like, oh my God, this isn't a joke.
It did feel like she was saying, I want to be a superhero, and then she got to be a superhero.
Yeah, and then she just was a superhero.
And then she like did it because she bugged him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like nagged him enough, and he was like, all right, fine.
You're like, fine, you could be a superhero, I guess. So I guess you're good, so you could be a superhero. But
she just doesn't quite convince me yet. And she's not supposed to. She's young. She's starting out.
But maybe that happens later.
She's got a long way to go. But like, yeah, I would love to see her in more.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't know where specifically next.
No, I don't know where either. I think a lot of this is assumption. I mean, Young Avengers is what it seems like.
And I guess that was always the plan.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's exactly what's going on.
Again, and I guess we'll see when the time comes. Because I love Haley Steinfeld. I love Jeremy Renner. I thought they were awesome.
I do think Jeremy Renner's done. I think in 3 years, if you see her again in an Avengers movie, or maybe Young Avengers is going to be a show. And then it's all different because
God, I hope it's a show.
That's where all the Young Avengers are coming out of Disney Plus, right? I'm pretty sure. And so we're going to see that probably on Disney Plus. And that's fine. I think it would be perfect place for that.
Fine. Yeah.
And so if we see her again on Disney Plus, I'll be very happy with that.
Which I hope we do.
Yeah.
I really do.
I also love the show quite a bit. It was, I think, one of the most recommendable shows so far of the Marvel Disney Plus shows because I don't think there's a lot of weirdness in it. I don't think there's it's just like a down to earth show. Again, relatable, right? This guy is getting beat up, and they have cuts, and they have it's very
gotta wear ice packs.
Humanized. Yeah, it's not mystical, it's not magical. You don't have to buy into a different world. It's on Earth. It's humans.
Yeah.
It's human problems. And because of that, I think I can tell a lot of people, hey, even if you're not like if you haven't watched all the other ones, like it's still a good show.
There's no reason to watch the other ones.
Not
You
for
don't
this
need
show.
To watch the other ones, which I like.
Yeah.
I like that.
And even with Yelena, I'm still like, man, like, would I tell someone you have to watch Black Widow to enjoy this
Absolutely
show?
not.
No, you wouldn't tell someone.
No need to. I don't think.
You don't believe that you need to watch Black Widow to understand Yelena.
I don't think so. I mean, somebody might ask, like, where did she come from? But they kind of give some explanation. But I don't think you would be completely lost.
No, I don't think so.
Completely lost.
I don't think you would be either.
I just, again, I don't.
But does it hit different?
I don't
want to
subscribe to the fact that you have to do this to do that. You have to do this. Like,
I agree. I completely agree.
I just don't. I think that's so unfair.
I agree.
Personally, again, we've already talked about that. But
yeah,
So no, because somebody asked me, called me up, said, "Yo, I'm watching Spider-Man tonight," or was watching it. So yesterday, what do I need to watch before I go into Spider-Man tomorrow? What do you mean? It's like, well, do I need to watch all the other Spider-Man movies? And I was like, well, have you seen Homecoming and Far From Home?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. I was like, then I think you're fine.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, this is what I'm going to watch. I said, well, why do you ask?
This is what I'm going to do instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like what you did to me earlier.
So, yeah. So he's like, well, I'm going to watch Into the Spider-Verse. I was like, that's fine. Like, I
cool.
That's actually a good choice.
Love Into the Spider-Verse.
Probably should have watched it. And he's like, oh, I'm going to watch so my wife can, like, have a better understanding of, like, why there's so many Spider-Man. And I go, what do you mean?
What?
I was like, what are you talking about?
That's not related.
I know. But this guy was under the impression that there's going to be multiple Spider-Man in the movie.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, yo, so you can understand, like, there's people in other worlds that can come into one world. And I said, you're putting the cart in front of the horse there, guy.
Yeah.
You don't know anything.
Calm down.
You know nothing.
Calm down.
And he watches the show, and that's why I'm doing this. So he's talking mad shit. But I actually thought that was a good idea, because I guess if you do understand that, like, a portal can open and things can, like, come from other places.
Yeah, I
So
get
I'm like,
that.
okay.
I get the idea
I was
of
like, I got you.
like, hey, like some like otherworldly stuff happens in these superhero movies that you got to just buy into.
I wasn't gonna be like, oh, you have to watch this. I don't want to do that, because that's not fair to some. I got to give you homework before you can go to a movie.
I completely agree with you.
And
I don't think
if it's in a trilogy of movies, maybe check out the others before. But if you've already seen them, you don't need to revisit them.
And what I was telling you before is that even if you watched it, like if you hadn't seen them and you're like, oh, I got to do homework, right? I got to go and watch these movies before, and then you go and watch the movie, I still don't feel like it'll get you there. Like, no. I feel like you're going to understand. You're like, oh, yeah, that was that thing that I saw. But I don't know if you, like, bought yourself any emotional currency. Like, I don't think that you actually built up anything for yourself emotionally for that part of the movie. So an example is when Yelena's on the rooftop of Hawkeye, right? And she gets unmasked. I don't know that, like, because I saw Black Widow,
you're going to be like, whoa.
I was like, what the? So then I'm like, oh, someone sitting next to me who hasn't seen Black Widow, I think would also be like, who is she?
Who's that?
Right?
Yeah.
And like, if all I did was, I'd be like, oh, that's Black Widow's sister. I think they'd be like,
crazy.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I didn't know she was around.
And I feel like we're immediately on the same page.
Yeah.
Right?
I didn't have to sit through.
I did not have to watch that movie to get that, to give that person the information. If that's all they want, if they just want the information, I can give them information.
Yeah.
But they don't need to go back and get the information themselves by sitting through 10 hours of a movie.
No.
Because
I didn't feel that with any point with Hawkeye.
Yeah, because the point is that you want to be emotionally invested, which I'm like, unless you're doing that on your own because you love this stuff.
But you also have to care about
That's what I mean.
World.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yes.
Like, I could name a handful of people that like these movies.
Yes.
But they're not invested like I am.
Yes, and that's a better way of saying what I'm trying to say.
So to sum up,
you have to care about this world.
And if you don't care, you can 1,000% enjoy the movie.
Right.
It's like, oh, that was fun. blah blah blah. Like I really liked that.
Yeah.
But like we enjoy it and we care about it for different reasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was the thing for me is like those moments are bigger moments. Yelena and Kate Bishop and all these characters, like those are big for me for like an emotional and like personal reason.
Right.
For somebody else, like, oh, that was like a cool show.
Even the Pym arrows, right? I'm like,
yeah, I loved when he was like, oh, I gotta ask Scott.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
exactly.
Know,
yeah,
like, that's fun. Like
that's funny.
And people are like, who's Scott?
Yeah, I'd be like Scott Lang as Ant-Man, and
yeah.
they'd be like, oh, the guy that shrinks, and I'd be like, yes.
See, and they'd be like, oh, okay, cool, they know who it is, but
they're on
not,
board.
But that joke to them is not funny.
No.
But like, I'm noticing that a lot more. Like, I'm invested in this world, but people are so invested in Harry Potter, like in that stuff, and it means a lot to them, and it means like zero to me.
Dude, Harry Potter is amazing.
But I like the movies, but I don't understand the characters and their backstories and everything enough. So if like an event happens, I'm like, whoa, that was crazy.
Like, oh, dang,
that's cool. Yeah. That's from the other movie.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, yeah, but the ramifications of what's next. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I didn't read the books. I don't know how to read. We've already established that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So for them, I'm like, I love that they have that joy because that's the same joy that I carry for superhero movies.
You understand.
And the same people that make fun of me and laugh, I'm like, dude, like, stupid, it's just a movie.
Yeah.
Like, they have something in their life
for sure.
that they're so invested in, and it's so fucking fake.
Yeah.
Dude, everybody, and which I've done it before, like, watches The Bachelor, like, religiously every Tuesday, like, during that season.
Yeah.
That's, like, I'm so glad that they have that thing that they tune into.
Yeah.
And, like, they're like, oh, well, what's going to happen next week? Like, it's got to meet the family, go to the town. Like, yo, that's so cool. But, like, I'm not invested in it the same way. I'm the casual dude that's like, oh, cool, like,
yeah.
Like,
oh, dang.
I don't think he's getting that rose, but whatever. It's like, but you don't understand because he was with them and them. Like, no, I don't.
I don't
understand that.
Yeah.
But all I know is this guy's not getting a rose.
Yeah.
Or, like, whatever the situation.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world. This is not even about
I
Hawkeye.
know.
This has nothing to do
I
with
hope you're enjoying our Hawkeye review right now. The point is.
Yeah.
People all care about a thing.
Yes.
And if you don't care about a thing.
To sum up, I think you can care about Hawkeye without having to care about everything that's happening right now.
Yeah. I think someone
and that's what's awesome.
Well, and what I was saying too is that even if you don't care about this world, I still think Hawkeye is enjoyable.
Yeah, 1,000%.
I think this show is a good show.
And I hope it was a way to wrap up Jeremy Renner's time.
Yeah.
I hope it was a way to get Haley Steinfeld to where she needs to go, because I think she is good.
And I mean, I like Haley Steinfeld as an actress.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot she can do. I hope she gets into another musical.
Yeah.
I don't count Pitch Perfect as a musical.
What?
Would you call it a musical?
Well, because I guess I know what you're saying, because they don't like sing while they're doing
they're
things.
Not like they're like it's like a band like that. Well,
it's an
acapella group.
It's an acapella group.
But like,
come on,
would a movie about a band be a musical?
Well, that's
like
a good
musical is like if we were to break out in song right now,
like Josie and the Pussycats.
Yeah.
Like,
or like the Jersey Boys. Like you know the Jersey Boys?
Yeah, but they sing on stage.
Is the Jersey Boys a musical?
I think it's considered a musical, right? It was a Broadway musical.
But is the Jersey Boys movie a musical?
That's a great question, because they sing when they're on
Why
stage.
are we going off on this?
Hawkeye was amazing.
Anyways, I want Haley Steinfeld to do a musical because boy can she sing!
Oh yeah,
she's phenomenal.
Yeah.
She's a phenomenal singer.
Love
her last album, amazing. Every album's amazing.
I mean, I think
it was an older album.
She's Oscar nominated, right?
Yeah, like 12.
Yeah,
crazy.
So she's a singer.
Mm-hmm.
She's been in a wide range of movies. I think we've established across
a lot of genre.
Across a lot of genres.
Yes.
I think we've established she can do anything.
So I want her to do stuff.
So yeah,
like go out,
bring it on.
Stuff. Jeremy Renner, go do some stuff too.
And Jeremy Renner, go ahead. You go and do your own thing.
Action stuff though?
No, probably not.
Guy's broken some bones.
I will have. I do have a gripe about Hawkeye though. I don't want to just like let it. I don't want to just like let this show go as though it's like the most perfect show ever.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if it's my personal most favorite Disney Plus show.
It's not for me because everybody was ringing it out, hanging it out to dry. I'm like, come on, guys.
They didn't even give it a chance.
Yeah, I'm like, I saw first episode. I'm like, you can't.
Well, and you know what also bugged me about that?
You're the biggest Marvel fan, and you're not gonna fit. Like, you're not. Calm down.
What bugged me a lot about it is I saw a lot of stuff too, and I spoke to people who also said that they got burned on the other Disney Plus shows, and so this show was like they weren't giving this show a chance because the other ones ruined it for them, right? And I'm like, come on, like give it a fair chance. Like pretend like those other shows didn't exist. Give it a fair chance. It's a good show. This had a better start than some of the other ones. Right,
and some of the ones that ended up being great. And
this
one I think was good too. It was a great one.
I would classify this show as very good.
Yeah,
I would say this show is very.
So then,
good.
what's your gripe about it?
I did not like the last episode. Actually,
okay,
I did not, and it is hard because I'm coming at it more from a fan perspective than I am coming at it from just a casual viewer. The Kingpin stuff pissed me off. It really did.
You think he's dead?
I don't know that he's dead, but I do know that Kate Bishop cannot fight him.
Yo! You think there's any multiverse out there where Kate Bishop has any shred of a chance against Kingpin?
No.
Where the likes of Spider-Man, Daredevil, like, literally could barely scratch that guy?
Yeah, I mean,
for years.
I mean, he's literally put them on the verge of death, right?
And Kate Bishop?
She's like, I'm going to take this guy out. And again, and it wasn't even like, okay,
I can't believe I got through that. That was the first thing I told you too.
Yeah, it upset.
I was so mad.
It upset me so much.
So mad. Keep going.
And we established, I think, in that fight that he doesn't want to hurt her. That she's more of a nuisance to him, and that's why he's pulling his punches. And I would believe that if at one point he got upset and then actually hits her and then knocks her out, right? And that's how, and then he's like, because I don't want to deal with you because you're you're a fly to me. So I'm going to swat you so that I can continue on with my day.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen. She blows him up, and then the next time we see him, he's limping down an alley. And I'm like, well, if that's all it took, come on, Kingpin?
No.
She fought Kingpin.
I'm telling you, Spider-Man's gone toe-to-toe with this guy. No shot.
And that I was like, come on. If he is dead, which I agree, the camera pulls up. Obviously, they don't show it. I know, it was like,
bam! Like she shot like the side or something.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Shoots up, and then, she's like, leave me alone, and then and then drives away.
Exactly. And that's the next scene we'll see, or whatever it is.
But still, at that point, I'm like, oh, we've established that Kingpin in this universe is actually not that big of a bad. And I'm just like, it annoyed. Because and again, this is where I'm like, information is necessary. Kingpin in Daredevil, he was like,
terrifying,
yes.
Man.
I mean, he was so powerful.
Terrifying.
And
that's the character.
I know, yeah, where he just like can crush things with his bare hands, right? It's just very, just like. Yeah. And you're terrified of him because you're like, oh, he'll crush my skull.
He'll kill you.
But he'll kill me with his bare hands.
Yeah.
That's why people are terrified of him. So the Kate Bishop fight really. I
can't believe I didn't say that. You beat me to it. That was literally the first thing I told you.
From that last episode, yeah.
And I'm like, what?
So that's not my only gripe, though. That's not my only gripe about the last episode. I am very upset at the mom's boyfriend. Okay, I felt like that was a total miss.
I never liked him.
Well, I didn't. I mean, I thought it was a stupid character, right? But we all thought it was a stupid character, and he was hiding who he really was.
Yeah.
But at the end of the series, he's just a stupid character, and that really upset me.
Yeah, stupid. The whole
I thought
time.
he was gonna come out. Everyone thought he was the swordsman. I thought he was gonna come out, be an actual hero. No, he's a big dummy. He's a big goofball, exactly how he was introduced in the first episode, and he stayed the same, and everyone kind of thought he was playing. Nope. He's an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a big bummer.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Kate's mom is the supposed bad guy, right? She's the one that is doing all these terrible things. And she did all these things, but she wasn't the bad guy, right? She wasn't the actual bad guy. So tell me the bad guy in this show. Like, who's the villain? Who's the villain in this show?
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I guess
Don't worry, I'll wait.
The
Yeah.
situation.
The situation is the villain.
Like the circumstances and the events that have taken place.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess
the show
would
is
be.
about what, actually? It's about Hawkeye trying to clear his name as Ronin,
yeah.
right? And that's really it. And then he has all these obstacles in his way
Yeah.
that prevents him from getting his suit. And then he puts somebody in danger, so he has to try to figure that out and make sure they don't die.
Mhm.
But really, it's like, I mean,
Yeah.
no real villain is presented.
I mean, I never focused on it, I guess, so I wasn't.
They just had obstacles. That's
Yeah.
all it was. They had obstacles.
Yeah.
So then at the very end, when Kate Bishop is talking to her mom and sort of having that moment of like, oh, yeah, not everything's not all, roses and
Yeah.
dandelions and my mom is evil and because she did all these evil things. But
They
even
shot her mom arrested. Bold
yeah,
move.
but even her
Bold
mom
move.
was like, I had to do all these things because when your dad died, he screwed me over.
Yeah.
And he left all this crap, and now I have to deal with it, and I did the best that I could. And we're like, dang, that's a shitty situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. And other than that, it's like, that was it.
Well, they just have Christmas dinner. And that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And then they go to Christmas. So then I was like, yeah. It was
Okay.
almost a great show. It was almost a great show.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't bring up the Kingpin fight earlier. Because that really irked me, man. That's I mean, the same way it did for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That
Pissed me off.
really, really
Pissed me
made
off.
me angry.
It's just a slap in the face to the Netflix shows. I think it's just
It's
like
a slap in the face to the character.
for sure because
he's
you
one
could have
of-
used him as Spider-Man's big bad down the road. You could
Yeah,
have.
because he is. Well, I guess not. So I had always known him as a Spider-Man guy, and then in doing research recently,
yeah.
because of Daredevil,
He's Daredevil. Yeah,
he's more of a Daredevil guy. But
Yeah.
I never knew that early on.
Yeah, he's
'Cause
Daredevil.
I had always seen him with Spider-Man.
Yeah, so I was telling you, like, in the
So
games,
he was
like,
always
I
the
see
guy
him.
that wanted to he was like I'm gonna break your back type of
Yeah.
thing.
Again, like you're
Like physically, cause
Yeah.
I think at one point did something to pulled him or did something weird to him. But yeah, because of the Netflix show and everything, I think he's now more associated with Daredevil. Which
Yeah,
I
he's
guess
a-
is more new to me. So I had to kind of read
I don't
some
know.
stuff,
Ben
but
Affleck fought him.
Yeah,
so-
I liked that movie.
Me too.
I don't care what anybody says.
I love
It
it.
was what?
I love-
2002.
I love. A lot of people will disagree with me, but I love Ben Affleck's early stuff.
Oh yeah.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love
Good Will Hunting?
Armageddon.
Just kidding.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
liked Daredevil.
I like Daredevil too. He has
I
a
do.
movie called Paycheck. Phenomenal.
I've never seen it. Heard it.
Yeah. I mean, there's just good stuff. I like Ben
Yeah, yeah.
Affleck's early career choices. A lot of people probably don't, but I enjoy those movies.
Good old Ben.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, before we
Jesus.
go off on another tangent.
Hawkeye. Very
Hawkeye,
good.
Good. Definitely could recommend.
Yeah.
But in the season of giving,
Hmm.
God bless us everyone, as they say in
Absolutely.
Christmas Carol.
Oh.
I don't remember what
I don't
movie.
know.
We'll just rapid fire off some Christmas movies. we
All
like.
right. I have a couple.
I have a couple too, and you're probably gonna be like, what?
Movie. Okay, hold on.
But I'm not talking about, for me, the best Christmas. I'm talking
know,
about
I know.
my favorite ones that Diego enjoys.
But
That's what I'm talking about.
we're also talking about movies that take place during Christmas.
Anything that takes place during Christmas
Or
whether
is
it's
about
movie,
Christmas.
is about Christmas.
All right.
But for me, these are my favorite. None of these movies, except for one, which of course is my favorite still,
Yeah.
can be considered the greatest Christmas movies of all time.
Yeah.
But these are
I think
movies
is there a hint on your
100%.
Yeah.
But these are movies that I like
Okay.
around Christmas time.
All right, give it to me.
And I'm going to start off with number 1, which no is not my favorite, but I love this movie to pieces.
All right.
Is Office Christmas Party with Jason Bateman,
man.
Jennifer Aniston,
I almost put it
TJ
on.
Miller.
Yeah.
I think that is one of the funniest movies.
Really?
It is bonkers hilarious.
Dang.
Like stupid funny, like gut hurting funny. Every single time I watch it.
I have never seen it.
I love that movie.
Really?
It's so funny. It's so funny.
All right, I got to check it out.
It's great.
No, I've never seen
that's,
it.
That's one for me. If I'm going in
right.
order, that one's the number 1. Again, not that the movie's phenomenal or it's well made or it's an Oscar. Like, it's none of that
Dang,
stuff.
I don't know that I even have a comedy
It is
Christmas
just
movie.
so... I think all of mine are comedy Christmas movies. Office
think any of
Christmas
mine
Party,
are.
when they just destroy the office. Like,
Dang.
it's burning,
Yeah.
and they're just sitting there. Olivia Munn's in it, too.
Nice.
It's just... I watch it every year.
Yeah?
I watch it every single year.
Dang.
Hilarious.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
so funny. This TJ Miller in
I need to watch
Deadpool.
it. I love
like,
TJ
he was in
Miller.
Deadpool.
I love TJ Miller.
He's just
So funny.
another one of those characters. Like he's typecast forever as like a
yeah,
goofy,
and
silly.
I don't care.
But he does
He's
it
funny.
so well.
Yeah.
Great movie. Just so funny. It's hilarious. Very
I have to
Christmassy.
check it out.
The Uber scene.
Yeah.
There's a funny Uber scene where Jennifer Aniston gets in an Uber.
What?
It's just great. I could go on.
Dang.
I'll leave it there.
All right.
10 out of 10 Christmas movie.
All of my Christmas movies are like romance or like movies I saw when I was a kid.
That's fine.
I don't think I have like a funny. I don't even know if I have a current Christmas movie.
Interesting.
Oh, I do. I have one current Christmas movie that I recently I saw a few years ago, and now it's like on a reoccurring, which is an animated movie called Klaus that we watch on Netflix.
Klaus
It is so good.
been said to be one of the best Christmas movies of all time.
I think Klaus. I mean, it's like
And
one of my
you guys
favorites.
made me watch it like 3 times in 2019 when it came out.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I had to
it's
sit there.
so good.
One of your boys was like, again.
Again, yeah.
Whoa.
Again.
I saw this on Tuesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday, so we're going to do this again. I'm like, all right. But yeah, it's a great movie.
So I think that's like I do think that's a pretty popular one now, but it's like a current good Christmas
It's a great movie. It
and
is
I
a
don't
very
know
great
if
movie.
like I don't know how many good Christmas movies have come out recently.
I don't know any.
Yeah. Like I don't know. But so that one, Klaus on Netflix. Phenomenal. But I'm
Is it
gonna
out-
say
Is it out this year? Is it on there again?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We already saw it. Come on.
4 times already.
Come on. On repeat.
Yeah.
The movie, a Christmas movie that is on repeat at my house is The Polar Express,
You guys, yeah. This is-
which I love. Now, I know the animation is jarring. I get it.
Because it's scary?
It's a little scary.
It's very Coraline-y?
Yeah. Well, it was back. They didn't have it right. Right, like they were doing CG people, and it wasn't there yet. Or they were doing, it was I'm pretty sure it was motion capture.
Oh.
It was all motion capture, and there
If I was wanting to
wasn't.
put on a mocap suit.
Yeah, just
That'd be so cool.
but it wasn't quite there yet, and
You know what year it was released? 2005?
it was something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great movie, though.
But it is
That movie, these movies are like very like traditional in like
Yes.
people's homes every
Yeah,
year.
yeah. It's because it's just like a
So
heart.
now I feel bummed about my list, yo.
Well, I'm gonna here. I could throw some more out. I could throw some out.
No, throw a couple more.
I could throw some out. Movies that I do watch is I'll Be Home for Christmas with JTT and Jessica
Jonathan
Biel.
Taylor Thomas?
Yeah. Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Jessica Biel. I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Oh,
That's
yes,
like
I
a
do. Okay,
silly
okay,
comedy
okay,
that
okay.
I like to watch every year.
Mhm.
I watch The Holiday. I watch Serendipity.
Love Actually?
No, I don't watch Love Actually.
Why is that a big
I'm not
thing?
British.
I know,
I
but
don't think
why
that's
is
right. I don't think
why
that's
is that
correct.
a big deal for folks?
Yeah. I don't know.
I
It's
mean,
a
I've
good-
seen it. It's
it's
a
a
good
good- it's a
movie,
good movie,
but I'm
yeah.
like, it's not
It's not my reoccur. It's not a movie I watch.
But it's
every
funny
year.
that it is for a lot of people. They're trying to get that canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They're trying to get Elf canceled.
Oh, I don't even know how we haven't mentioned Elf. Dang.
I'll take over now, Elf. So, we've been watching it in the break.
Elf is so good.
We've been watching it in the break room like all month.
Oh my gosh.
And it's been funny for the past 30 days. Yo, and he's drinking the alcohol in the mailroom.
Yeah, and then he starts like doing the dance.
It's funny every single time.
Elf is so good.
But it's
oh my god.
It's just fun. Like there's nothing bad to say about it.
I mean, yeah, if you don't like Elf,
but I don't know that there's anybody out there that doesn't
so
like
funny.
Elf.
It's so
just
funny.
good. It's silly. It's a short movie.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell, like for the most part, has always been like not raunchy comedy.
Yeah, but this is nothing like that.
This is nothing like that.
Yeah.
So like you can get the family around for this movie.
Yep.
And people are like, oh my God, Will Ferrell? Like what? No, it's like no.
It's not a Will.
It's not a
Will Ferrell movie. Yeah.
It's just funny. And the times I would walk in at different movies in the break room like every
John
day.
Favreau movie, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Mhm.
Yeah. It's a John Favreau movie.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
So
that
I would
guy
walk
is
in at like
awesome.
a different scene every time, like the snowball in the park when he makes like 100 of them. He's like firing them off at these kids.
Yeah.
Dude, when he like fell asleep in the department store and he like woke up and he was like, bang, just all these things that were just so funny. And that's, I think, universally we can all agree that it's just a it's just a great movie.
And you know what? That movie is about Christmas spirit.
The guy's dressed like an elf the whole time.
And his mission is to get people to get Christmas spirit back.
Yeah, and it's funny because his dad was like just a grouch.
Yeah. A Grinch.
A Grinch, yeah. His guy was a Grinch. I'll talk about the Grinch here in a moment.
Yeah.
His dad was just a grouchy person, and it's like a big deal around Christmas because there's a lot of grouchy people around Christmas. Like, I got to do my job
No Christmas
and stuff.
spirit.
And I love the memes. There have been a lot of memes. It's like, it's hard to live in a house where I'm the buddy the elf. And then my wife's the whatever. My husband's the whoever. And it's like, it's just a great movie.
It's so good.
But are you picking a live action Grinch or animated Christmas special Grinch?
There's 3 Grinches though. Have you seen the new animated Grinch?
I haven't. I've seen clips of it because it came out while I was working at the theater.
But it is good. It's a different take because the Grinch is like a part of the community. Like he's not like necessarily
like hidden away.
He does have his mountain, but like people know who the Grinch is. Like they don't really shy away from him or anything.
I haven't seen that one then.
So
you taking the old one or the Jim Carrey one?
I take the Jim Carrey one. Yeah, because
Are you Christmas?
But mostly because of Jim Carrey. God, that movie is that's like I don't know how
another timeless.
Yeah, but like it's acting and it's just like somebody doing the best at what they do, and somebody caught it on film, and now we get to see it all the time.
Whenever we want. Okay.
And that's why
I'd probably take the live action one.
I love it.
But
and we have the Faith Hill song.
Yeah, that one gets played.
Yeah, that one's
still better than Mariah Carey's song.
We should have done best Christmas songs.
Oh, I got a list for that. But another one of mine is The Night Before.
Oh, really?
So Anthony Mackie, Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I kid you not. I kid you not. The other day, I'm literally wondering what Christmas movies to put on that I have not seen before.
Yeah, don't put that one on.
I have Night Before. I have Night Before. I have Office Party and 8-Bit Christmas. And I picked 8-Bit Christmas.
8-Bit Christmas is a new one, so I watched it. I like 8-Bit. But The Night Before.
Yeah, but that's raunchy.
I wish. Oh yeah, it's raunchy.
Yeah,
had a couple of nights, not to that extreme.
Yeah,
but I've had some nights I was like, where you kind of look at the bathroom mirror, you're like, what? Like what? Like you're kind of that level of drunk or high, like whatever it is. Like when you're like, yo,
like your out of body experience.
Yeah, like your out of body experience. So that movie is also super super funny. But like you got that trio right there.
Oh yeah,
which I don't think.
How can you not knock it out of the
park?
park?
You've ever seen like that's such just a different trio.
It's so
Seth
good,
Rogen, Anthony Mackie, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, like great trio, hilarious movie.
You wouldn't expect Anthony Mackie to be funny. Is he funny
Oh,
in that movie?
God, what's his name? General Zod plays the drug dealer in that movie.
What? Wait,
Michael Shannon.
Oh,
is it Michael Shannon?
Yeah.
Or Michael? No.
No, Michael Shannon. I'm pretty sure it's Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon plays the drug dealer in that movie.
The new Zod.
The new Zod. Oh yeah, not Christopher Reeve Zod. He plays the drug dealer in that, which he also does a great job. Because I'm like, I've met some guys like you before, dude.
Like, what
so
is
there's a
happening?
scene where he gets in the car. He gets in the car. He's like, "Oh man, I'm so glad you're open on Christmas." He turns and goes, "People need their weed on Christmas, dude." It's just funny. It is raunchy.
Okay.
You gotta,
Don't sit down with the kids.
Yeah, it's not a family movie, but it's just it's another Christmas movie that's so funny.
All right. Dang, I have no comment.
Great, yo, it's so fun. But my favorite, of course, all time. I watch it every year alone, which sounds so sad.
It does, but I know what you're
every
saying.
year on the night of Christmas, not Christmas Eve.
Oh,
but we don't do a lot on Christmas Day.
Right.
We do the stuff in the morning, and then we all kind of go our ways.
Yep.
But every single year for me, I watch a Charlie Brown Christmas.
Oh,
I come home, I got the 4K copy, I throw that bad boy on, and I love it. I don't know how many years I've been doing it. A long time.
Yeah.
It's my favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah, you text me like, "Where's my damn copy?"
Yeah,
because
I was like
there
getting
and
ready
murder
for it.
you.
It was like the beginning of the month.
And I was like,
And I
"Hey,
was
man,
I can't find this movie.
chill." Yeah.
I cannot. And I was like, I gotta watch it Christmas Day Eve.
Christmas.
What percentage is this?
Yeah, well, when you text me, because I know how important it is to you, you text me, I was like, "Oh, fuck."
Like, Jesus.
No. God, no. Let me lose any movie, not this movie.
I got really nervous because I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, but
I was like preparing because
I
I literally like put it on my TV stand like at the beginning of the month.
Yeah. So
and I'm like, yo, it's like I know where it is. I think I texted like December 1st, like early on in the month.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't find my movie.
I know. I was so nervous.
So I was like, I didn't know what to do, but I put that on every year. It's like 40 minutes.
Oh,
it's like
yeah,
a
it's a
super
short one.
movie.
It's a
So
short
after
one.
like Christmas is over, so to me it's really funny because to me that's like my mark that Christmas is over.
Yeah. It's
Which
your,
a lot of
it's your
people
period.
probably watch it like at the beginning of Christmas.
I'm sure.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But for me, that's like my final Christmas thing that I do.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I know, like, hey,
Okay.
when I wake up tomorrow,
Like another Christmas.
it's not like it's
in the
not
books.
Christmas anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's time to start the new year.
Yeah.
It's time to do everything else, and it's to me like such a peaceful
You're like
thing.
like Christmas is in the can.
Christmas is done. Like
Yeah,
it's time to
move on.
to start getting everything
I
else
get
ready.
you. I get you.
Yeah.
I agree.
Check out Office Christmas Party. Check
Dang,
out
I
the night
will.
before.
I'll check off his Christmas party. That's so funny.
It's a great time. Whatever else you can find.
I can't think of anything. I'd be curious what other people's favorite Christmas movies are.
I would love to know. A lot of it's Elf. A lot of it's Home Alone.
I'm sure a lot of
I do enjoy Home Alone a lot. I don't watch it every year.
I don't watch it every year either.
So when I do get back to it, I'm like, yo, this is still great.
Yeah, it's a good
It's
movie.
like a every 3 or 4 year thing for me. So once I do get back to it, like I haven't seen it in a couple years. Maybe next year might be the time.
And then you'll just be like, man, it's a good movie.
The new one that came out, I really
right.
wanted to watch it because I needed like a dog shit movie.
I was gonna say, I heard it was
I
like
heard this one was a dog shit.
I
movie.
heard it was the worst.
So I'm like, dang, I should have watched it. So I had a movie to gripe about.
Yeah, as
But
like 10 worst movies, you're like easily
number
one.
one.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see what other people have, or what other movies people find is like their favorite. Because there's no greatest movie of all time, I guess. It's
For
Life.
Oh, for Christmas?
Every list I've ever seen.
White Christmas?
In the history of ever. But to me, I'm more curious about like you as a person. What do you find is your favorite Christmas movie? If someone says it's Die Hard, that's awesome.
I'm
like,
cool.
I'm like so glad that
A Nightmare Before Christmas?
A Nightmare Before. Oh, I have a friend that's like obsessed with it. It's like her favorite movie of like all time.
Is it a Halloween movie or a
like,
Christmas
that's
movie?
That's great. Like that's fun that people have these different things.
Yeah.
Especially for Christmas, because you can do whatever you want for Christmas.
You know what?
And that's what's awesome.
You can watch whatever you want.
That's why Christmas is a great time of year.
Thank you.
Love it.
All right. Love Christmas.
Diego and Sam
I
know
love
nothing.
Christmas.
Like and subscribe. Follow us on the IGs,
We got
the Twitters,
we got one more.
TikToks.
Follow us everywhere. We have
Follow us around town. If you see us, just start following us.
Just follow us.
Yeah.
Ask us questions on the
Ask us
street.
questions, and we'll tell you.
We'll talk about it.
But we got a big one coming up.
So I want to talk about it a little bit because we got one more for the year. One more. And not really, I guess, like one more to finish this season of
Before Sam makes the big
episodes. And we're not going to review anything.
No reviews.
No reviews next episode. Next episode is...
But is it the biggest review of all?
I guess so. We're going to put things in their place.
I am.
And we're going to do a top 10.
Top 10 greatest movies of 2021.
And I have a feeling.
There's going to be some hurt feelings.
I think
there's going to be some arguments. There's going to be some...
I kind of want to keep something here.
Like a buzzer? Like when you say something stupid, I can...
Yeah, exactly. Like I want to like have something that I could like throw at you. Because I think you're going to say something, I'm going to be like, no!
I think there's going to be a lot of stuff
No,
where you're
Diego.
be like,
stop it.
you're going to be like, well, show your work.
Yeah.
Explain it. I'll explain it.
I want you to.
I will.
I have a feeling you're going to put things in order just to piss me off. And I'm going to be like, no.
I've made the list. So I have 10 movies, but they're not numerical from...
They're your 10 favorite.
They're my 10 favorite movies.
Yeah, but I want the order.
They're going to go in order.
I want the order.
We're starting 10 to 1, though.
Yeah.
Why do people start 1 to... Are you a moron?
No.
You're going to do the best thing first. You do the best last. That's why they say save the best for last, you idiot.
I know it'll make me nervous because if we do 10 and it's like my favorite movie,
it's your number 1.
Yeah, and you're like, 10,
like, over.
And I'm like, seriously? Yeah. Like I might walk out of here.
I think we've seen the same number of movies.
We're very close. I'm gonna end at like 37 or something.
Okay, and I think I'm gonna end at 42.
Yeah, we've essentially seen all the same movies.
Because I think Monday, I'm going to knock out like 3 movies.
Oh, dang.
I'm going to watch movies all day.
I don't think I got anything else.
I think there's a few things. I still think I want to do King Richard. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
there's like a few things I have to hit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so next week, whenever we do it, whenever we film it, it's also a New Year's episode.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be a New Year's.
It'll be a celebratory episode.
It'll be just a nice.
Some exciting things, some little different
And you know what?
flares.
We did this for a year.
Yeah, a full year.
How crazy is that?
So we're gonna celebrate.
Yeah. How crazy
Some fun
is that?
surprises.
Interesting.
Some
What?
exciting things are on the way.
What?
I had to. So I'm planning out the episode. So I had to call Mark and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do this thing.
Like, what do you think?
Yeah, he's like,
don't do it.
he's
Diego.
like, I don't
For
think,
the love of
he's
God.
like, I don't think you could do that in the house. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, do it in the house.
What?
And he's like, maybe try it first before.
I am.
So
really
I showed him a picture of this thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude. He's like, be careful.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit.
Oh my God.
So I was like, okay. So I'm planning stuff, but I want to make it a big one.
I'm gonna make it fun.
I want to end the year.
Should I come
in
prepared?
an explosive way. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's a New Year's episode.
I know.
It's New Year's.
I'm a little worried.
It's New Year's.
I'm a little
am
concerned.
Too. This is my house. This is my home.
I live here.
I don't want anything to happen to it. If I'm gonna be a goof for the show, there's consequences.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I had to buy some extras.
What are you talking
to
about?
possibly test
To I get some test runs?
to test them.
I am terrified.
Because I got a whole body. And I don't want to break anything. I really don't. So I got
What
a
are
couple
you
of things I
saying?
got to try out.
Oh my God.
Again,
I bought a
these,
couple
like,
of-
We'll see. But I want to
Oh
have.
my
It's
God.
a New Year.
Yeah.
Celebratory thing.
It is celebratory. I agree.
It's celebratory for the show. It's not
Yeah.
shit about the New Year.
Yeah.
Celebrating
No.
the show.
Again, Diego and Sam know
And
nothing.
we'll talk about it on the next episode. But maybe some big changes coming up for 2022.
I think so.
I made some promises to folks, so we're going to have to talk about some changes.
If people think we're stopping, we are not.
Yeah. We don't care about the numbers. We care about the joy that we get.
Because we're passionate. Because we
care. We care, but we know nothing.
Yeah, we don't know anything.
We know nothing about what's going on. So next episode, a doozy. 2022, though, a bigger doozy. We'll do a wrap up. Wrap up.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it. That's all we got.
Right.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, man.
Hope Santa gets you what you've been asking for, you
filthy animal. Later.